Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. Today we have the 6th practice of the Chakra series for the third eye chakra. So come to a comfortable seated position and we'll get started. So either cross-legged, kneeling, sitting on a blanket or a block. Place the hands on the knees or in the lap, wherever feels comfortable. Close the eyes or find a soft gaze. Feel grounded through the sit bones, but lengthened through the spine and lifted through the crown of the head. Use the breath to keep the spine long and bring focus to your breath throughout this practice. The third eye chakra is all about our awareness, our perception, our wisdom, and our spiritual communication. So we'll be bringing awareness to our third eye chakra, which sits in the middle of our forehead. The mantra for our third eye chakra is Om, and you're welcome to use this mantra to add sound throughout this practice. We'll open our practice with just one Om. So bring your hand to your heart. Inhale. Om. Release the hand. Feel free to keep the eyes closed or keep that soft gaze throughout the practice. We'll be starting with eagle arms. Now you can leave your legs when they are, stay cross-legged, or if you'd like a bit more of a hip opener whilst we do this, we can cross our legs into the cow face pose. If you'd like to do this, bring the right leg over the top of the left leg, pulling the left foot towards the right hip and the right foot to your left hip so the knees are stacked. You can do this sitting up on a block, and if it doesn't work for you, please just sit in any posture that feels good. Bring the arms out to the side, bending at the elbows. We'll then cross the left arm under the right. Here you can just have the back of the palms touching, or you can wrap round another bind to cross the palms. Focus on the breath once more. And it's nice to find a soft gaze on the hands in front of you, or even bring your hands to the third eye. Just keeping the elbows drawing up and away from the body here. Wherever you are, keep the spine long. Option to Om. And release, bring the arms out to the side to have that stretch before we go the other way. And release. If you're crossing the legs as well, swap the cross so the left leg stacks on top of the right. Might feel quite different on this side. Then once more, bring the arms out to the side, bend the elbows. This time, right arm comes underneath the left. One bind, palms touching at the back, or two binds, palms touching together. Once more, length through the spine, length through the neck. Option to sound.
'Om.
And release the arms once more, bring them out to the side. Have the stretch and then release the legs. Maybe just shaking them out in front of you for a moment. And we'll make our way to child's pose. Come to the back of the mat or the space you're working in. Toes together, knees apart, and we'll come to extended child's pose. So extend the arms out in front of you, bringing the forehead down to the mat. So you've got that connection between the third eye and the ground here. So feel that connection. Feel a full inhale and exhale, and option to add your mantra. Feel the vibrations moving through the whole body. To lift the torso, lift the hips. You might want to move your forearms forward here. We want to have our shoulders over our elbows, forearms down on the mat. Palms can either be spread or hands can interlace, keeping the hips over the knees. You may choose to just stay here, again directing the energy from the third eye down to the mat. Or you can tuck the toes, lift the hips for dolphin pose. Finding a stance that works for you. Maybe shorter, moving the feet towards the elbows, or a little bit further away. Wherever you are, feel strong, connected to the breath. Maybe finding a soft gaze down to the floor, so you feel like the energy is coming out of the third eye. If you feel strong here, you can add your mantra. If the knees are lifted, drop them down to the mat, and we'll come to Sphinx pose to counteract this. Down onto the forearms, shifting the knees back to come onto the belly. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders. Just for a moment, feel space across the front of the chest, find that release. Gently looking forward or shutting the eyes. Then lower the torso down to the mat. Press yourself back. We'll make our way to seated. Coming onto the sit bones. And then extend the legs out in front of you. Maybe pulling the flesh of the sit bones back behind you. Great. Then bend the right knee. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. So we're coming to a seated forward fold. Left knee can be bent. We're not aiming for our forehead to come down to the leg. We're just directing it there. So it doesn't matter how far forward you fold. Keep the left foot active, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Breathe here. On your next inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, release, and we'll swap sides. Extend the right leg out in front of you, toes active. Bend the left knee, sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Breathe here. On your next inhale, lift the torso, reach both arms up. Exhale, release. And come to a comfortable seated position. Once more, use the breath to keep the spine long. If you're comfortable shutting the eyes, please do so. Then bring hands to prayer, and we'll bring the hands up to the forehead. So your thumbs are touching your third eye. And we'll take a few breaths here to bring focus to the area. Bringing awareness and connection. And we'll close our practice with one final Om. Inhale. Om. Release the hands, bringing them to prayer at the heart. And then breathe the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice today. If you haven't already checked out the other practices in this series, please do so. And make sure you hit subscribe for our final chakra practice next week. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you again soon.